Hello everyone and welcome back to another Minecraft tutorial. Today we are going to make a ghast farm. That big old floating fella back there. Zero redstone ghast farm in the nether. I like to make this farm before I even run off to the end to find an elytra. It's, for me, one of the easiest and quickest ways to get gunpowder in the early game. The first thing you'll want to do is find yourself either a soul sand valley, nether waste, or a basalt delta. This is where ghasts like to spawn. My personal preference is soul sand valley. Looks like we have all three biomes right here. But you're going to want a space that's got very minimal spawning places for other mobs. Like this spot right here. I like this spot. I've already scouted the area. I usually have my nether tunnels up in the ceiling of the nether, so it's very easy to get around and safer. And this location here has very little spawning for other mobs. Like I'm way up here in the ceiling, and as you can see, nothing else is spawning around me. So this would be the perfect location in the ceiling for my ghast farm. When you're down out in the nether, scouting out your location, you'll want to mark out your coordinates as to where you want your farm. I want it over this lava pool, so I can do the calculations as far as going out on my Z coordinate, that direction. I would go, centralize it. I would go maybe 60 blocks. Either way, you could pillar out if you want, or if you know where your tunnels are, if you have them in the ceiling, you can come this direction and mark your coordinates if you wanted to pillar out. But either way, you'll have to get up into the ceiling, and you'll have to make sure you're 4 blocks below the lowest bedrock point. So this one right here is the lowest bedrock. So we will go 1, 2, 3, and 4. And your Y coordinate will be 119. From here, you can mark a central point. We'll make this pumpkin right here our central point. And we will want to go out 25 blocks in every direction. 25 blocks that way, and that way. So we have a 51 by 51 square up here in the nether ceiling above our desired location, which was down there where nothing else can spawn near us. I will be back with you after I've dug my hole. As I'm here digging out this hole, I realize I need to tell you guys that you will want to dig your hole only 2 blocks tall. That way, we will be digging out the roof later, but right now, we don't want to do that. That way ghasts aren't spawning on us when we're not ready. One of the main reasons I like to make my farm in the Soul Sand Valley is so I could light up the floor, block all of the skeleton spawns, and still get ghast spawns. Ghasts will spawn in any light level. Same with magma cubes. So if you make this in a basalt delta, you'll also be fighting off the magma cubes, which, let's be honest, nobody wants to play with those guys. So I personally choose the Soul Sand Valley. So all I've really got in my farm is the intended mob, which is my ghasts. Also, while mining out your ghast farm, be leery of lava. It can come from the ceiling, come from the walls. You can have a pocket in the floor. It flows faster in the nether, so it's quicker to come at you. What I like to do when I'm mining out and I see a pocket of lava is just mine straight into the ground. That way, that's where the lava is going to want to flow, and it's not coming at you. Okay, we now have our 51 by 51 space cleared out. I wanted to demonstrate that both torches or any other light block, if you don't have any of the fancy lighter blocks, work just fine. So torches are good. Anything to keep the spawns of the skeletons out of your area. We are not getting ghast at the moment because ghast require a 5 wide by 5 wide by 4 tall space. Right now, we are only at 2 tall. At this point, if you want to decorate your halls or your walls and your floors, you can do so. Make it look nice. If not, this is Minecraft. Play it however you like. But keep in mind, ghast need a solid block to spawn on. Like I said, 5 blocks by 5 blocks in all directions and 4 blocks tall. But at this point, if you're not going to decorate or you're done decorating, you're going to want to dig up by 2 blocks. But make sure as you go, you're placing this glass block here, or you could even use leaves. I will do 50-50 when I am clearing out the farm. But it keeps you safe when the ghast do start spawning in. So you will want to make sure that as you're mining, I like to go in rows, and as you're mining, you are placing down your glass or leaf blocks. When you are mining out the ceiling, your leaf block or your glass will go on this 3rd layer here. You don't need to put anything on this 4th layer. It's not necessary. Just here on the 3rd layer is all you need. As you can see, I've already got 2 ghasts spawning in here. I'm not even halfway done with this farm. And on Bedrock Edition, only 2 ghasts can spawn within any 4 chunk area. So you probably won't get more than 2 ghasts in this farm at a time, but they do spawn quickly. Once you kill one, you'll turn around and there'll be one on the other side of the room. I will be back with you when this whole room is finished with the glass and the leaves. Okay, we are back. Our room is completely mined out, including the ceiling. As you can see, we've got a couple of ghasts spawned in here. I am still in creative, but I'm going to put myself in survival so you guys can see how the farm works and why it is my favorite type of ghast and gunpowder farm. So we're going to go survival. I did give myself some food in case I needed it, but here I am in survival. Got my knife, sword, and I've got my food, and I've got 2 ghasts. Walk on over here, give them a good whack, collect the drops. Oh, and look, there's another one. Whoop, there's another one. I'm gonna run on over here. Now, my sword is enchanted with sharpness 5. And there's another ghast. We've already got 17 gunpowder in just a few minutes. It does have looting as well on my sword. Probably less than a minute. Quite frankly, this is a very, very good farm. They can't shoot me because their face is stuck in the glass. We can go inside of them, give them a little tickle. Now, if you don't have any spawning, you just stand on one side of the room, and before you know it, you'll have some ghasts that you can go get gunpowder. If you need to respawn the Ender Dragon, you've got ghast tears. All kinds of good stuff here. Super simple, super easy, no redstone, ghast farm. My personal favorite. And they just keep spawning in. Stand over here for a moment. there's 2 more. Just like that, all over half a stack of gunpowder. Well, I hope everyone has enjoyed this tutorial. Quick and easy, no redstone, lots and lots of gunpowder and ghast tears. If you have any questions, please let me know. Like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Have a great day.